Greetings, viewers, and welcome back to the Tales of Symphonia walkthrough episode 59. To this moment. So, there was a problem. I recorded this whole episode, and the audio failed to record. My voiceover. So I'm gonna redo it here while I watch recording. I could do it again, but, well, you'll see why I don't want to. First of all, we're about to be going to what is, for me, the hardest fight in the game. You don't need to beat it, but if you fail, you miss out on a weapon for Sheena, and also she loses some affection with Lloyd for some reason. If you do beat it, you get that weapon, you get the affection, and yeah. Problem is, I'm just not very good at the game in general, and with Sheena especially. So, like I said, for me it's really tough. I'm sure I was explaining all that here when I originally recorded this. I went around and I fought some weak enemies here to learn a new skill there, Demon Seal. And so I have this set up with Power Seal, Life Seal, Demon Seal. They're level 1, 2, and 3 respectively, so I can combo them. I was trying the Water Summon, but that is not the one I ended up beating the fight with. Yeah, spoiler alert, it takes me way too many tries. And that's why I didn't want to just re-record this entire episode. To tell the truth, I have kind of a sore throat now, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do the full voiceover here. I might skip out on voicing stuff. Yep, I gave her the Yata Mirror and the Holy Ring for some regeneration. And perhaps most importantly, I did some cooking. See, she has the seafood stew there. And that not only gives a defense buff for this upcoming fight, but also the fact that it has rice as one of the additional ingredients is important. I believe I don't know if she's the only one, but it has it for her. And rice is her favorite food, so every time you prepare a dish with that, then it increases her overdrive, or whatever the heck it was called, meter. And so, anyway, I got it to the point where she, like you can see, sort of fuzziness around her portrait during battle, and that means that she's almost at her overdrive. So that means that she'll be able to actually use a summon during the fight, which is, in my opinion, essential. I guess one other thing you could do, if you do all this and it's still too tough and you don't want to do like a dozen different fights like me, then you could always go back to Lewin and buy her super-powered joke weapon called the Money Bag. Of course, that would make the weapon you get as a prize for winning less important, but do what you gotta do. Sheena, Kuchinawa declared that he will duel you on condition of leaving the village. Yes, I know. What happened? Kuchinawa was carrying out Taiga's orders to act as a liaison to the Elemental Research Laboratory in Meltokyo. Why is he dueling against you? Vice Chief Taiga is angry, saying that this is personal. I'll report the details to the Vice Chief. Then I will go as well. I have that right as Kuchinawa's brother. Yeah, Lloyd, you come too. What? Oh, okay. Sheena, what has happened? Kuchinawa desires the opportunity to fight me to avenge his parents. So he still bears a grudge from the tragedy with Volt. And you accepted this? I believe what Kuchinawa says is correct. I am responsible for the death of Orochi and Kuchinawa's parents. I do not have a reason to refuse. That's wrong, Sheena. If you follow that logic, many of the villagers must also challenge you for revenge. It was an accident. It is wrong to hold on to that grudge. It is as Orochi says. I do not believe the chief would have allowed this duel. I made a promise to Kuchinawa that I would accept this duel. Kuchinawa says that he will leave the village regardless of whether he wins or loses. Do you know why? Only criminals leave the village. Sheena, what has Kuchinawa done? Then I shall ask the visitor. Lloyd, do you know something? Alright, if you tell on him, then you lose a bunch of affection with Sheena, and if you say you don't know nothing, then you gain a bunch of affection with Sheena. It's very binary. I don't know anything about it. If it's necessary, Sheena will explain. It's not my place to speak. Lloyd, thank you. If that is your wish, Lloyd, I will not pursue it further. Then, head for the Isle of Decision. Orochi, prepare the boat. Yes, sir. And who shall be the observer? I'd like to ask Lloyd. Me? What's an observer? Very well. Lloyd, please head for the Isle of Decisions with them. When you are ready, let Orochi know. Hey, someone tell me what an observer is. Alright. Now, whichever one of your party members you speak to first gets a very small affection boost. So I'm just gonna talk to Genus. Sheena, don't give up! Now I'll talk to the rest. Well, settling things is better than letting them linger. Corin's bell. I hope she gets it back. Stupid NPC gets in the way. The man called Kuchinawa must have a deep darkness in his heart. Mizuho has a lot of unusual customs. It's fascinating. I hope Kuchinawa and Sheena can be friends again. Okay, and then I'll show you what happens if you try to leave. Where are you going? The Isle of Decision is in a sacred place. We're going to have Orochi take us there. Are you ready? Yes. Kuchinawa has already headed for the Isle. I leave my brother to you. Okay. Well, here I was talking about how... Might be because, you know, I didn't play this till I was already an adult, but, the soundtrack doesn't stick with me quite as well as some of the ones from my childhood, like Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger. But, it still has some bangers, and this is probably my favorite. Anyway, Sheena, it took you long enough. This is where I was talking about the music. So you really want to do this? Of course. Is he the observer? That's right. Lloyd Irving is the observer. Hey, what does the observer do exactly? He just watches over the fight, and when one side admits defeat or dies, the observer confirms it. Alright, then begin. Now I'm going to show you just how badly I lose the first time. It really is like the cheapest he's ever been. Okay, so you can't use items at all. And since you're by yourself, unless you put it on auto, doesn't matter about strategy. Oh, and because you can't use items and she doesn't have an identify spell, then obviously you don't need to worry about magic lensing him. Yeah, he hits really hard, he hits really fast, he blocks when he really shouldn't be able to. Like, you can start to attack when he's between attacks, and he'll still hit you faster than you can. It's a really unfair fight. You know, just why. Oh, also he has a couple of abilities that bypass your blocking, so that's fun. You need to be able to block well, dodge well, just maneuver well in general, which is kind of a pain because the controls in this game, they're still a little, what's it called, funky? I don't know. So I was trying Summon Water here because it heals you a bit. But since I'm doing it at the beginning of the fight anyway, it's not like I needed much healing yet. So I'm trying to get over him, but because like trying to get away from him and just jump over his head is the winning strategy. Obviously, that did not work out right. So now, I'll show you what happens when you lose. I lost. Go ahead, Kuchinawa. Do what you wish with me. That's all you've got? Pathetic. You get Chlorine spell back either way. I refuse to accept that a weakling like this took everything from me. Kuchinawa, I am leaving the village. When you have become more powerful, we shall face each other again. Sheena, I'm going to grow stronger. I swear it. Okay, and now I'm going to reload and do that fight some more, and I'll just cut away and get back to you.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Like a dozen tries later.
No way.
By the way, back in 2018 when I first played this game, I never was able to beat him manually. I had to put it on auto because the auto battle was actually better than I was at this
No way.
and even then it took a whole bunch of
You gotta be
tries.
kidding me.
Okay, so that's the ability that sort of you know, slows him down the bones. So yeah, yeah, that went so quickly. I was really surprised when I won. But yeah, you need to jump over his head when he does that ability, and just try to combo him. Admit defeat. So you don't want to kill me. I don't want your pity. I refuse it. I lost because of my own insufficient skill. If you say so, buddy, because that was way too hard. Goodbye. Stop! Okay, if you stop him, then everybody except Kratos likes it, to one degree or another. Kratos isn't affected whether he's in the party or not. And if you don't stop him, then there's like, what was it? Genus and Colette and one other person dislike it. And everybody else likes it, some more or less than stopping him. I forget who the third one was who dislikes it. Anyway, but like I said, with stopping him, it's all positive, so that's what I chose. What are you doing? Plus, it seems more like what Lloyd would do. I'm the observer, remember? I've confirmed your loss. It's over. Lloyd. It's all right for you to hate me. It's all right for you to resent me, so please. I'm being pitied by my parents' killer. I've fallen lower than I ever thought possible. Even still, it's better than dying. It's possible to live a life more painful than death. No, life and death are fundamentally different. There is meaning in living. There's no meaning in dying. That alone is enough to make them completely incomparable. No meaning in dying? I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but it's because people have respect for the way someone lived that they're sad when that person dies. Yeah, exactly. That's why there's no meaning in dying. The meaning lies in the life you lived. Therefore, you have to live. Find that preachiness a little offensive, but is there meaning in me living? I think that as long as you are alive, you can always give your life meaning. I see. Someday, when I'm able to think that way, I may be able to forgive you. Okay. The charm I gave you is useless. You can destroy it or throw it away. No, I will take this with me. Even if it was an accident, your parents were involved. I'll keep this with me to remind me how powerless I was, and to never forget. I understand, but doesn't that just keep you chained to the guilt and cause you pain? That's why I'm keeping it. Kuchinawa was deeply hurt, and I understand his pain because I lost Korin. But I am going to continue on with Korin. I can keep creating new memories with Korin. I'll keep believing that, and that's why I'm not going to keep this, or why I'm going to keep this until Kuchinawa finds his meaning as well. If that's what you believe, fine. Do as you wish. I shall always be watching to see if what you have said is true. Don't betray me. I hope he forgives you someday. Yeah, I hope so too. And man, I hate that fight. But that is why I did not want to redo this episode. And why I'd rather just re-record the audio. So there we go, slightly better weapon. And switch the cooking back to trying to master all the recipes. And switch into Zelos, because he's going to be doing some flirting in a little bit. Alright, so to kick off a bunch of the side quests, we come in here and we speak to Taiga again. Oh, Sheena, Lloyd, everyone. What do you need today? We don't have any special reason for coming. Well, as long as you're here, will you tell me of your journey up till now? So, it is Origin's power that split the worlds in two. The power of the Summon Spirit is a fearsome thing. Oh, Vice Chief, speaking of Summon Spirits, do you know anything about Maxwell? Although you have traveled throughout this world, you have yet to meet Maxwell? Yes. Perhaps the Stone of Power that Chief Igaguri heard about while on his travels may have something relation to Maxwell. Stone of Power? There is a legend that says somewhere in Tetheala is a city that floats in the sky. A city that floats in the sky? What principle allows it to do that? Ahem. And what keeps it afloat is the Stone of Power. A flying city is pretty amazing, but why do you think it's related to Maxwell? In cases where the phenomenon is beyond the realm of human knowledge, the power of summon spirits may be at work. The splitting of the world able to take place because of Origin's enormous power, yes? Yes. Lifting a city into the heavens is not an easy task, even with magic technology. Then the flying city may be kept afloat by using the power of a summon spirit. That is what you are saying? Exactly. The details are cloudy, but... Good one! What is? I mean, it's a flying city, so then he said the details are cloudy? Vice Chief, thank you. We'll try searching for the flying city. Ah. See, it's a flying city, so... Let's go. Yeah. Actually feel sorry for Zelos. Okay, so now that we've spoken to him and got that scene, which you can only do after the events at Letheon Gorge that we did in the last episode, some things have opened up. First thing we're going to do is speed up the game and watch a series of skits. There we go. Sheena the Evil Witch. Zelos, huh? I really don't like that girl. Oh? You've met before? A while ago, someone was stalking me. That stalker turned out to be Zelos. Zelos was stalking you? Why? That's what I want to ask. She yelled, "You evil witch! I'll teach you to seduce my brother!" And she suddenly started attacking me. Mind you, I sent her packing, of course. Oh, well, you know how it is. She must think you're one of my sweet honeys. How in the world would she possibly think that? Because I told her so. So it's all your fault! Yeah, and these you can get on the overworld anytime after the aforementioned stuff at Letheon Gorge. What's wrong with you? Are you perchance worried about me? Could it be love? Amore. Oh, shut up. It's just weird seeing you act depressed. I was just kind of sort of thinking about all my honeys that I left behind in Mel Tokyo. What are you doing thinking about that at a time like this? You're lost, something or other. Haha. But it's true. I really am bad. Oh, excuse me. Zelos' sister. What's your sister like, Zelos? She's really my half-sister. She's nothing like me. She's a well-raised little lady. And on top of that, she's both intelligent and skilled in martial arts. That's hard to believe. No, I've heard of Zelos as well. If she hadn't entered the Abbey, she would have been the star of high society. Then wouldn't she have been more appropriate to be the chosen than you? Sometimes the world just doesn't work that way. If I could have traded places with her, I would have done so a long time ago. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, you can see those three after he mentions you have to go talk to his sister anytime before going to do that. So now we're going to hop into Altamira here for a short side thing for Presea. Over here, go to the Lazareno Company. And up to the President's office. What to do? And it was Altamira's new mascot as well. What is wrong? Master Regal, today is the day we are introducing Altamira's new mascot. But the EC with the costume isn't here yet, and it's past its scheduled arrival. What kind of costume is it? It is called Klonoa, and is about the height of a child. It has big, long, droopy ears, and looks somewhat like a cat, and... yes, much like Presea. George! Oh, Presea, please come here a moment. Now then, it's time to announce the new mascot of the island resort city of Altamira. The keyword is Wahoo! It's Klonoa! Wahoo. Let's have a round of applause! Presea, thank you so much. Wahoo. You're incredibly cute, Presea. Loop will do. Presea, have you forgotten how to talk? Wahoo, wahoo. When wearing the Klonoa costume inside Altamira, one must not speak anything other than Klonoan. Wahoo. That's our Presea. She's completely into the character. Alright, so that's the first of many titles that give no stats. They just change the outfit. I guess I was confused here. Here we go. So showing you, yeah, see no stats. And they just make her look like that. Apparently Klonoa was a like a Namco PlayStation era platformer game that I never played. So that's it's just a weird crossover call-out, or Easter egg sort of thing. But it's necessary to get all the titles for achievements and such, and also there's a skit. I have to be wearing it. Just wait out here for a bit. Klonoa? You make it a great Klonoa, Presea. Wahoo! I am grateful that you helped recover my company's mistake. Loop will do. Heh, it sounds like you had fun being Klonoa, the idol of Altamira. Wahoo! Wahoo, wahoo! Wahoo, wahoo, wahoo! Presea, it is all right for you to speak like a human when you are outside of Altamira. Wahoo! Oh, I see. Alright, that's it. Now to change back to a title that actually is worth using, because it actually has stats. I was trying to remember which one I had beforehand. And noticing that only one of her titles, at least are the ones I have so far, increase strength, so decided to go with that for a while. Since when it comes down to it, she was a physical attacker, that's her role. Okay, now we're gonna come down and do what is technically actually story progress. We're gonna visit Zelos' sister. For some weird reason, I wasn't able to go through here or talk to these guys, and I was wondering, like, is there a bug, or did I forget something? Came out here. So anyway, run around here, and try going back in, and this time, I went right through. Whatever.
Big Bro... I mean, I see that the Chosen is his usual self, wandering around aimlessly.
Yo, Celeste! I need that Crucius crystal I left with you. Give it back to me.
As you wish. After all, it rightfully belongs to the Chosen.
Yep.
Now, if your business here is done, I humbly request that you leave. Immediately.
All right. Guess I'm as unpopular as ever. Poor me.
Wait, Big Bro...
What is it, my darling little sister?
Nothing.
Oh, all right then.
Please take care.
He couldn't hear that, you know.
I didn't say anything, so it doesn't matter if my big brother couldn't hear it.
Aha! You called him Big Brother.
No, I didn't. There's no way I'd have a brother like that. Now please leave.
Pretty sure that calling someone Big Brother is
Well, what do you think?
more significant in
loved,
Japanese culture.
She's certainly not very friendly.
Don't be too hard on her. She was sickly ever since she was a kid. But despite that, her mother... never mind.
As you left, she said, please take care.
Oh, well anyway. We're ready now, right? On to the Tower of Salvation.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that out of the way, have more skits. Skit will come at some point here. Alright, so we're going to the Flying City. You might notice there's a little brown dot in the ocean here. It won't always be here. The city actually moves around. So when you're looking for it, like I said, just look for that little brown dot somewhere on the map. That's right, the skit I was thinking of, it triggers sometime while I'm here. This is the last place of repose left for the half-elves. Actually, you know what? Like I said, my throat's hurting. I don't think I'm gonna voice here, so... feel free to read yourselves.
You'd best avoid that place.
Why?
There's an elf woman who lives there, and she's a bit of a strange one.
It can't be. Mother is in this house? Who's there? Excuse us. I have something I would like to ask you.
Oh, half-elves. My child is a half-elf too.
It's a doll.
See? She has such an intelligent-looking face, doesn't she? Her name is Rain. She's my pride and joy.
Huh? She has the same name as... It can't be.
Right now, I have another child on the way. I've already decided on a name. If it's a girl, it's Jean. If it's a boy, it's Genus. What do you think? Aren't they lovely names?
What? Then...
Are you Virginia?
Yes, that's right. How did you know?
Stop this!
Professor Sage.
Stop this! What were you thinking? Do you know what happened to the two of us since you abandoned us?
What? Why are you raising your voice like that? You'll wake Rain.
I'm Rain. I'm the daughter you shunned and abandoned, not that doll. Genus is here too.
What are you talking about? There must be something wrong with you.
You're the one that's wrong. How could you? How could you?
Oh, now you've gone and made Rain cry. Please leave. There. It's okay, Rain. The scary people have gone now. Don't cry.
Rain?
How could she? First she abandons her children, and then she abandons the memory of doing so. She doesn't even remember us.
Rain, don't cry.
So, you met Virginia.
Why is she here?
Several years ago, I found a husband and wife collapsed of exhaustion in the Ymir forest. It was Virginia and her husband, Kloitz.
Father.
It seems Kloitz was dispatched from Meltokio to investigate the elf village. He fell in love with Virginia and remained in Heimdall,
But a half-elf that lived in the village tried to sell out our father to the soldiers. It became a huge incident. Fighting broke out between the elves and half-elves.
the cause of the incident, Virginia's family, was banished from the village. They traveled from land to land, but the world was not kind to half-elves.
And we were abandoned.
So it would seem. And Kloitz must have been ill, for he died soon after they arrived in this village. Virginia began to lose her mind from that day.
She's unbelievably selfish. She tosses us aside on a whim, and then forgets us, and just goes off into her own little world of dreams.
Even so, Virginia was worried about you two. In the legendary land of Silverant, surely half-elves will be free from discrimination. I want them to be happy. That's what she said.
I've heard enough.
I've been keeping Virginia's diary safe here. You can come get it at any time if you ever decide you want it. Do you want to read the diary?
Professor, this is...
The otherworldly gate has opened. Rain, Genus, please forgive your powerless mother. Surely even the Imperial Research Academy will not follow you to Silverant. This must be a better choice than to spend your life in that damp, filthy dungeon like a slave. Please, make your way to freedom.
What did she mean?
Rain, you must have been incredibly talented. It seems the Imperial Research Academy was dying to get its hands on you.
That's why we couldn't settle down anywhere and had to keep traveling.
Eventually, you were chased all the way to the otherworldly gate. It seems she managed to send you through it.
Mother. Then, she didn't abandon us because we were in the way or that she hated us or anything.
Yes, that's right.
Rain, this is great news!
This diary.
Take it with you. It is your mother's, after all.
Thank you.
This is gonna be cake.
Okay. Sorry, don't get in the way.
That's so pretty.
Ready?
Damn, I must be a demon spear.
How was that? Pretty good, right?
Not much of a specimen.
Super light. Super lightning blade. That was super lightning blade. Super lightning blade. Super lightning blade.
Explosion!
Ha!
All talk, no action.
This is gonna be cake.
I got it! Fantastic! Throw him! I got it! Blades of air! Cyclone!
Super lightning blade!
Sorry.
Super lightning blade! That's so pretty. Super lightning blade! Super lightning blade!
Get him! Gravity well! All talk, no action.